Hello everybody and welcome to Glittered and Glued. So today I'm excited to share with you a Halloween project. Yes, I know it's only May, but hey, it's, I've been seeing Halloween videos popping up and it really inspired me to pull a unfinished project out of my bins, my buckets on my crafting shelves and finish something up that I started last year. So I actually did most of the work last year and just never got around to embellishing it. But here you can see that this is a crystal ball shape shaker, and this was actually a lot of fun to make and decorate. It did take me a little time to actually make the project. I kind of did it a little bit on the hard way, but I used the materials that I have, and I'm all about using what I have instead of buying anything new that I don't have to. That's why you don't really see like haul videos and things like that, is I'm trying to use up things that I have or buy minimally, because hey, we're all on a budget, and I typically don't buy things until they are super clearanced anyhow. But let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about this, and then I'll show you what I made it with, because it's kind of a little unusual, but I also like to find ways to use my dies other than the way they were intended. And so that's exactly what I did here. But let me just kind of talk about this for a minute here. So you can see it is a crystal ball shaker, and I used some Tim Holtz bones and some of the Tim Holtz I think they are called clipping stickers. This was the Halloween ones. These were really cute. I love these. So basically just, 4 sheets of different sentiments, but kind of spooky and creepy. But I thought they were kind of perfect just to drop them in here. I made sure I took the sticky off the back. I actually just cut the thing on the sheet itself so that there wouldn't be any stickers. And then I used What Happened That Night by Moonlight, and this other one turned over, and some way somehow I'm going to get that one fixed back over. I'll have to do a lot of shaking probably. But I used one of the Tim Holtz brooms. I love these brooms. I really wished I could have got some more on clearance, but I didn't have any luck. But hopefully he'll put them out again this year, because I love them. I did a couple little projects with the brooms, and they're just a perfect embellishment. And then I did a little plastic spider here, and I used Spellcast, I believe is the collection for the cardstock stickers, the little, medicine bottle got flies on it and spider webs, and here's a little spider crawling up. And I used some of the creepy cloth right here. You can see this is a pretty thick, if you can, kind of a pretty thick gap, I'm trying to think of the word, between the back and the front, because the bone, the actual bone pieces in there, they're pretty thick. So I had to kind of go really thick with my shaker here. And so I used the creepy cloth to cover it up because it was so thick. I tried to use like trim, and it just didn't work. I thought the creepy cloth actually turned out great for it, because you've got the creepy little spider crawling up, and I've got little spider confetti in here along with the other little sequence pieces and all that. So I thought it ended up turning out pretty darn good, and I'm very pleased with it. The paper in the background, the little skull and crossbones, that's Tim Holtz. The metallic paper here is also Tim Holtz. In fact, this was my last sheet of it, and I wish I had some more of that paper pack, but again, I do not, because I simply love that metallic shimmery feel to it. I just thought it was kind of really perfect for a crystal ball. And so I used very thick foam stickers here all along the project. This is why I had to cover it up, because the bones were just so thick. And using foam sheets, like layer upon layer foam sheets, I thought that was just going to be ridiculous. So I just took the really thick foam stickers, and just went in there and layered them. A tip, if you have the black ones, that's great. I didn't, so although you don't see really any white on the inside, that's because I took a magic marker and colored along the inside of the foam stickers on the edges right there. If you can see that, I just colored right there. before I stuck them down, because I wanted it to be, you know, very dark in there to really kind of go with the theme. So if, you know, it's all about using what you have. I didn't have black ones, so I made them black. I'm really trying to use up the products that I have and not buy new stuff. I feel like it's really important for us, you know, once we buy it, to use it. And sometimes you got to look at it in a different way of like, okay, I bought it for this, but how else could I use it? And that's exactly what I did here, because this is the die I actually used. This is the donut card die from Jen Long. This is Sizzix. And when I pulled the die out, of course, you know, this is supposed to make the card, and then of course it has this piece in there too. I'm like, okay, well, that's a perfect shaker, you know, a perfect way to make a shaker. You know, what can I do with it? And I just simply turned it like that. I'm like, oh, that's a snow globe. And of course, this was in the month of October when I started this project. I'm like, and that's a crystal ball. So that's exactly what I made with it. I made a crystal ball. It's sitting on its stand right there. It's perfect. It has that piece with it too, so I was able to cut out the window. I didn't even use acetate here. I used one of my plastic bags. Again, I have a ton of these. I thought I was ordering a pack, and I literally ordered an entire case of them. So I have a ton of these bags, and guess what? That's exactly what I used for it, for the window here. So use what you have. This is kind of one of those videos to attest to. Use what you have. If you don't have a snow globe shaker, make one with something else that you might have. And so that's what I did. And of course you can see right there just how cute and perfect that turned out to be. And look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. So yeah, pull out your dies and look and go, okay, it's for this, but what else can I make with it? So I'm hoping that this video will inspire you to do that, as well as it's never too soon to start your fall, your Halloween, your Christmas, your winter projects. I love making projects out of season because, you know, once it's summer now, and I'm not going to say I'm done with doing summer projects because I haven't done a whole lot of them. But I'm ready for fall and winter projects. So I kind of craft in advance of that season. And which I think a lot of us do, because we craft in preparation for those things. So pull out your stuff, see what you got, see what you can make with it, and use what you have. So this is kind of a little personal challenge. Like, I'm throwing down the gauntlet here. This is a personal challenge to you to find a die in your stash that was made for something else and use it for something different. So, and then I'd love to hear about what you did. If you would like for me to make a tutorial on this, drop me a comment below and let me know. I'll be glad to do it. It took me a minute just to kind of figure out how exactly I wanted to do it, because like I said, I used what I had instead of going out and buying, like the foam. I could have bought the foam ropes or whatever you call it with, that would have been easily shaped, but I used my little square stickers, my little square foams, and I made it work. So use what you have, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave me a comment below. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. Y'all have a great day.